It's the USA in red serving, Poland in the white and red receiving for this men's Volleyball Nations League gold medal match. And it's an ace serve start, but I'm not going to 11. I'm keeping it down at about 8.
Matt Anderson, not to be deterred by any hissing, any booing from any crowd, starts off perfection for the USA.
In the zone, ready to go again. He is the one. He's wearing number 1, and Mr. Anderson gets to serve once more. Nice ball by Zatorski. Nice play, Kaczmarek. We're going to see a lot of that in this game. Players taking their hands away because they don't want to get tooled. But the approach here was never going to be one where you're going to get blocked out.
Yeah, interesting. I mean, you know, that's just a fortunate convergence of events, perhaps, for Poland.
Ace serve, Bieniek! And now I'm at 9. But what a start. Both teams getting in with break points straight away.
Operation Let's Get Clay to 10 by the first 5 points. A couple aces early will do it.
Another quality serve. Sensible from Jeski, didn't cross the center line, play continues, and that is off the floor and the foot, and Poland continue the pressure.
Yeah, I mean, he's been the man from the service line for Poland consistently, hasn't he, Bieniek? And that's a wonderful kill in transition from Kaczmarek.
Bieniek once again. Oh, yes, Smith! Oh, my days, run out of the breadbasket.
That's just tremendous awareness from Dave Smith right there, a little reaction play. I love it from Bieniek to keep that serve in, gets an opportunity. Christensen with the joust. Leon actually wins it, but Smith with a little scoopy for the winner.
He tickled that one over, didn't he?
You know you're getting up there when your underhands go over the net.
DeFalco going a little bit too wide. Kaczmarek comes up with the point. TJ DeFalco's had a bit of a roller coaster ride this VNL. He has been, he's put in some incredible blocks in the semi-final.
Interesting, Kaczmarek going with that slam tip a lot.
Never really got high enough for that. Kaczmarek standing in for Kurek, who's got a slightly tight IT band. He did warm up for this one. He was moving around. Whether or not he'll play remains to be seen. Likewise, Aaron Russell is part of the squad. He warmed up as well for the USA. Close, but Kaczmarek comes up with a point yet again.
That's a couple brilliant passes from Slivka to keep the Polish offense in perfect rhythm. Janusz feeding his opposite early and often. TJ just barely missing it there.
He was watching it all the way, TJ. No blinking as that was hit. Don't want to blink either on this serve from Leon or you might miss it. Nice touch by Shoji. Right idea, just didn't get enough of his hand through the ball.
Yeah, love the idea, just barely missing on the execution, but how about the pass from Shoji? Not easy to control your body when it chips off the net, and this bomb from Leon.
126 kilometers an hour. Another one that's dropped below 130 because of the net, and that one is just thumped away by Jeski. Very nice pipe attack.
Another perfect pass from Shoji, and I don't know if anybody in this tournament has been better at that particular play than Micah Christensen feeding Thomas Jeski right there. That is night-night.
Christensen dealt with by Leon. Well, there might be a chance here for the US. And there is. Zatorski just losing his footing. And DeFalco gets a point.
Good work defensively from Jeski and Shoji. Shoji taking that in front of Jeski, but both excellently positioned and a great high swing from TJ in transition.
Nope. That nearly got somebody in the front row.
Poland are passing the ball extremely well on some of these great serves. Just barely missing Anderson's hands.
Luckily, he cut his nails before the start of this one. Nicely done that time. Slipka finding a way through. How important is it for both teams not to over-rev here, but you know, because of where they're at and what they're playing for?
Not to over what? I'm sorry.
Over-rev, to get two in, you know, to get the adrenaline going, and just they need to temper it, don't they? They need to stay in close. It's just. I'm answering my own question here. It's just any other game, right?
Yeah, it's already, you can feel the level settling down just a little bit from an adrenaline standpoint, you would think. But yeah, Poland certainly came out hyped, especially with that great service run to start it off from Bieniek. But it is important for both teams to just settle into their normal rhythm. You can't play on emotion for the entirety of a match.
And I promise not to ask you a question and answer it myself again for the rest of the match. DeFalco has been a bit of a renegade at times within this USA team. And that's a very nice side out from Poland.
Indeed, yeah, another great serve from the USA, but well handled by Poland. They stay in rhythm, and Slivka hard into the deep corner.
Janusz. Good work, Anderson. He's just metronomic, isn't he?
Yeah, it's interesting, too, the defensive positioning there. They got the one-on-one against Slivka, which is going to be tough, but he gets a nice touch. Finds the Polish defense a little bit sucked in, probably. And he goes high off the top.
Just get the feeling that Anderson's heart rate probably never gets above 80. Ever, for anything. Nice, that's not made it, I don't think. No, it hasn't. They're going to ask for touches. And they are going to say, go ahead, challenge if you like, because we're not admitting to anything. So they think there was a toe, and it has been admitted to. They did it just in time. Green card for the USA, which is a good thing. People that you've not seen that before, is that they get themselves a fair play token. Cool, okay, just clip that thumb.
That might have been tough on the replay to detect, but Dave Smith going with the sportsmanlike honesty.
Team with the most green cards gets a $30,000 prize to share between them. Well done, Jeschke. Nice thumb down cross courser.
And that's just a perfect pass from Jeschke. Keeps everything quick to the pins, and we've seen him chop off some unbelievable angles from out there. So Kaczmark's going to have to make huge moves if he hopes to stop Jeschke at all.
Huge from Leon, and it's only going to get, and I know it's not a word, but it's going to get huger as this match goes along. Oh, my
You have to add more, and it's going to get more huger.
Yes. Bieniek. That's well passed. That is brilliantly blocked by Leon.
That's just a world-class play all the way around right there. Great serve, Bieniek. Perfect pass from Shoji. And then just a great stuff on the pin from Leon.
Stop a little short. Get all the way there. Make him come inside. We can play defense on that, okay? Keep it on number 9. Keep it on Leo. Here we go.
He said option 5, make sure we get out on Kaczmarek. What is the, was that a term you are used to, the option 5?
I'm not entirely sure what option 5 is. I did understand the last part where he's saying on a medium pass, make sure our middles are closing all the way on Slivka. Make him beat us hard inside the block. Don't stop short.
I'm not sure whether that might refer to Janusz being in 5. Maybe that's, you know, so with that why Kaczmarek's coming from the back row, or he's in the front row then at 2, because he's playing opposite. So he's saying about getting further across because he's got more, he can come a bit wider out of the court, can't he? But we'll see. Right now, though, good for the USA. They've got themselves back to within 1. Jeski to the serving line. DeFalco to the front row with Smith and Christensen. But right now, though, Kaczmarek's having a field day. He cannot be stopped.
And we've seen a couple power tips from him. We've seen the big heaters, and this is a quality swing right here. Yeah, just beating that high seam.
It's Kaczmarek if you can, isn't it? Lovely. That set.
More than any other middle that I've seen, I think, in recent memory, Dave Smith finds holes that seem to not exist. Just goes up, finds that little triangle underneath the arms of Kownowski and Leon.
Singed a few armpit hairs then as that one went past. Great up, Jeski. Smart from DeFalco, and now a better chance here. And that's so well taken, but that's 2 quality plays, the dig and the recycled hit.
Yeah, that dig is unbelievable from Jeski. He put that in perfect position. Set got a little wide. TJ made a great swing high into the block to kind of recycle it. And then Anderson pays it off with that chisel off the left arm of Leon.
All square, Smith to serve. Gets Kaczmarek involved. Well played, the flipper from DeFalco, but nobody wide. And I don't think Jeski's caught any hands with that. However, USA starting to make some transition opportunities.
Yeah, that's a tremendous read from DeFalco on the tip. He can't quite close all the way on the 3-man block, so he slides that way and picks up the short ball from Leon behind the block, gives his team a chance.
Leon, oh goodness, oh I dare say. Well, they're wearing equal jerseys, but there was nothing equal in that play then from Leon. He's not playing fair. There are no such thing as reasonable serves at this level of volleyball. 129 kilometers an hour, magnificent.
Yeah, throw that into Google, that's 80 miles an hour.
Oh, he's done it again. He's added a little bit more zip, a little bit more heat, and it's another point for Poland. Oh my goodness.
Little to no spin on it as well, which makes it all the more difficult.
Little to no chance of dealing with it.
Opportunities, let's close. Okay. Hey guys, they try every time in this session. Try here, this movement. When he play close and waiting, we touch the ball with them. The difference in the service, only like this, okay? But we touch and block and different, ready to be. Okay, let's go.
That serve from Leon, 133 kilometers an hour, 82 miles an hour, but that is faster than any car on the planet from 0 to 9 meters or 20 meters or whatever it is, isn't it? I mean, goodness, what car goes that quick in 3 seconds? Or not even that, right?
At least you'd have a chance of getting out of the way of the car. Jeski, no chance of getting out of the way of that one.
Here he comes again, looking for a hat trick. Oh, I say, goodness me. DeFalco puts an end to that one. Yep, it was definitely incorrect. In by a long way.
That's one of those ones that, you know, it's worth the same 1 point as a tip over the block, but it seems to take a little bit extra out of the crowd.
Fabulous, Slivka. Clever.
Yeah, I love that loopy approach of the lefties on the left side where he just kind of crosses the arms. He's got a little bit of that lean and then just slaps across his body there. Little wink to Janusz.
do you know what? After we've just witnessed all of those Leon serves and the DeFalco swing, we just seen that jump serve from Kownowski. We're like, oh, that was easy. But it really wasn't. However, Holt's able to get the ball away through the middle. And now, DeFalco. He tries to take a bit off. That's good work. Makes Bieniek have to play. Good touch, Jeski. That was balletic from Jeski. He's taken Shoji out and still had to get up, get round, get out, get in, and make a play.
Yeah, unbelievable recovery from Jeski. But let's also talk about that set right there from TJ, pushing him high, pushing him close to the net so he can be physical and attack the top of that block.
Oh, a little bit too far in front. He was always going to be losing height.
Tries to whack that a little too hard for my liking on that tough toss. Just keep that one in. We've seen him flatten out the float serve, and maybe that would have been a good circumstance for that one, but...
He was certainly traveling into, wasn't he? He just needed to get a hand on it and could have turned it into a bit of a tricky floater. Ace serve from Janusz!
That's not a serve we've seen a lot from him, kind of that hybrid. He usually goes with the tactical float, snaps over the top of that one to the 5 corner.
Another tactical serve right into the traffic of the USA. And Zatorski will keep it in play. Kaczmarek, is that in? Is it? It is in! Oh my goodness me, referee! Out of your picture, those of you watching, he pointed to the USA and then he pointed back the other way. So I think they're just going to have a quick check. Oh, there you go. So he was right to start with. Of course he is. Great. He pointed the USA's way to start with.
He may have momentarily thought the left-right song was on.
Yes, we'll see that at some point. Great work then, a great block by the USA. Well picked up by the cameras. Fabulous. Everybody's available, aren't they? It's so good to see. It's so much time pressure on each team's block.
That's tremendous stuff right there from Janusz to get to that ball quickly, push it all the way up to his big middle blocker, Bieniek.
Slivka. Not to be.
Big rotation here for the United States with Anderson back to serve again.
Again, Bieniek this time slides past where Smith was trying to take the space away.
Indeed, and credit Zatorski right there because Anderson unloaded on that. Look at the position of Janusz right there. Perfection after the pass from Zatorski.
Nice ball in, plenty of options, and again, it's a lovely technique from Smith because he wants to naturally come from right to left, but he opens up that angle. He can still hit this way he's facing, can't he? And then if he's given that space, he can turn middle or down to one.
Yeah, he's just got incredible trunk mobility, we would call it, right? He loads the arm, loads the shoulders.
Nice play again. Oh, good touch.
How about your opposite doing that kind of stuff for you right there, throwing a left hand at it, getting the dig, and then that chop in the cross court.
I'm sorry, I was completely speechless. One hand out taxi, goes to the beach for the cutty, and gets the point for the US. He's done it again. Leon beats Shoji. And right now, Poland are beating the USA 21-19. I'll talk to you more about the equal jersey, but essentially it's a campaign for the Volleyball Nations League that aims to provide an advocate for gender equality within the sport. And we're seeing both Leon and Shoji as ambassadors for that, wearing this shirt for the first set here And depending on how they go, Shoji might keep it on for the match. Nice ball. Oh! Well, that's a shame. Smith, it wasn't who had the pipe attack. It was Jeschke, and instead of then stopping Jeschke going through, he's been bumpered through the net himself. He's no idea where Jeschke is. He's still no idea, and now he does. And now he's in trouble, and that's the end of that point.
Yeah, that's kind of the first time we've seen that connection not work for the United States.
That works, though. The connection between Smith and Christensen is impeccable right now.
Indeed, a tremendous pass from Jeschke keeps Micah in perfect position. And Dave Smith is so good from everywhere, but if he's in rhythm on a perfect pass, good luck stopping him.
Smith. Well, that's where they want to go after Leon. They know he's not going to move his feet. He's not going to move his left leg to any ball to his left.
His standing wingspan, though, is significant, so it's hard to find places that he even has to move, right? And he's been fantastic in serve receive.
This is very true, and he's been fantastic with serving, and the USA breathing a sigh of relief. The one thing, though, and what I'm trying to kind of allude to, what he'll do is he'll be very straight-legged, so he won't go and then kind of put that weight through his leg as you might expect a Shoji or a Jeschke or even a Fornal or Slivka. He'll pass it straight-legged, which can be a slight problem. So he's coming out for the moment. Fornal into pass. And it's Satorski who just soaks that all up, and Kaczmarek who keeps Poland in front. They've got set point already. This is a great start for the home team.
Kaczmarek with the kill and then the body blow to Fornal in celebration. Watch it here, see if we get to see it long enough. Big high swing off the block of DeFalco. He says, how about that, buddy?
Semeniuk is on. Good serve, but a great pass. Oh, yes! Show the snap!
That's good shoulder mobility right there. The arm goes up, kind of behind the head, and just slams it underneath the block right there. Good stuff from DeFalco. A couple of slime masters going after one another right there.
Oh, yes, all the tricks. DeFalco. Good pass by Slivka. This for the set. No, it won't happen! As Holt strikes. And it's Holt. He goes there and makes sure that doesn't come back. And now USA to within one.
Yeah, that was excellent late handwork right there from Max Holt. So important as a middle blocker. Even when you're late, you've got to make your presence felt. Max certainly does a great job of that there.
If the ball is not, prepare for the ball of the net, okay? We set close to the net and work it out.
Right now, the White Eagles are soaring above the Bold Eagles. Well, I tell you what, this game is going to ebb and flow as they reach altitudes to which we have yet to see.
Pretty critical point right here with DeFalco continuing to serve. If Poland are unable to close it out here, it gets a little dicey.
Poland, the red and white, being sung by the crowd. And now they erupt as Poland take the opening set, 25-23.
Couple service mistakes from the United States we didn't see in their match yesterday. They were so good from the end line. A couple of those bad tosses, you'd like to see them keep it in, force Poland, particularly in that, I don't know, tense moment late in the first set.
My goldfish memory has just come back to me. I think they said 95% in, didn't they, in that first set?
Indeed, they did. I don't know, you must be at carp levels or something with the memory.
And then having a look at the stats here, USA slightly more in the block. I mean, there's nothing in it, but Poland, Leon, and Bieniek from the serving line causing the problem.
Yeah, you would think that would be kind of the only difference, and it'll be interesting to see which team can maintain their level or elevate their level from the service line, because that's going to continue to be a major factor for both teams. Yeah, there's the BB from Leon.
And we get to have a look at the highlights. Gives me an opportunity just to talk to you a little bit more about the equal jersey, because what it does, it highlights the importance of fair play, equal pay, and equal support for men's and women's teams. The campaign seeks to challenge stereotypes and break down barriers, encouraging inclusivity and diversity in volleyball. And it aims to inspire young athletes as well to be able to pursue their passion for the sport and believe in their potential. The campaign is collaborating with the athletes. They're wearing the jerseys, social media engagement and educational initiatives, easy for me to say. And the campaign strives to ignite conversations and drive positive change regarding gender equality in volleyball. We're working with the Keep the Ball Flying team to make that happen, and proceeds from the sale of the shirts go towards the Keep the Ball Flying team, who can then help to make all what I've just said happen.
That's interesting, isn't it, that they've got 0% out of the middle for Poland. That must have some of those quick attacks must have been kind of closer to the pins, I guess.
I was just trying to think. I don't know if they had one, did they? I mean, I don't know that they had one, did they?
They had one. The Bieniek had a few points scored.
I
but
thought
they were
he did.
A little closer to the left side pin, I think.
Really trying to stretch the Smith and Holt so they can perhaps run the pipe, which didn't happen. Just having a look at the stats from the first set in a little bit more detail. One match, Kowanowski -1, and that's about it. Everyone else in plus figures. And actually, Thomas Jeski -1, and everyone else in plus figures, but not enough scorers really. Matt Anderson +3, and the same too for Max Holt. And what I mean by that is in terms of the points scored and the points given away from errors, where are you at? And so if you're in the plus figures, you're doing well.
Yeah, sometimes that's a little misleading. You know, if you got Jeski on a -1, he got some tough circumstances where he just kind of had to give it into the block. We saw that one that was a little bit mistimed on the pipe where he kind of barreled Dave Smith over. But yeah, look for that number to change, and change quickly for Jeski. He's been so good for the United States. Great receiving the ball, as were Poland.
Well, talking of changes, there are none, and in fact, Leon and Shoji have kept their equal jerseys on for set 2, which is brilliant. That has hit the floor, but not in court, and so first point to Poland.
And this is something to watch here, right? Because you labeled him the renegade. He might be a little bit of an emotional question mark at times for the United States. How long does Coach Spurlaw stick with TJ?
Although if he's looking at the stats in the way that some of the coaches do, seeing Jeski on -1 might also be a question mark. He's probably might be thinking about it a little bit more. Right now, DeFalco's been pretty good in passing and attacking. Blocking hasn't quite been there. Struggled a bit against Kaczmarek, hasn't he?
Yeah, but I love that from Christensen to go right back to him after the mistake. Get your guy feeling good. Emotions can be a good thing if they're running well.
It's running well for Bieniek at the moment.
And again, that's a middle attack, but kind of on the right quadrant of the court for Poland. So they're doing a nice job of keeping the USA blockers spread to the pins.
Moraga Tatia not enjoying what he's seeing right now. Good ball. Good set. Great block! Kowanowski and Leon shut the door on Matthew Anderson.
That's a couple times now. Really good pass again from Shoji on a tough Bieniek serve. But Leon so big, closing that seam with that big right hand.
Nicely done, Jeski. Both he and DeFalco have been able to get that seam working very well at times.
Indeed, I love that whole play. Bieniek wisely kind of listening to what Coach Gerbich has told us in the past, right? Which is after you score, keep the serve on him. Does a nice job of it. But TJ takes that seam ball so Jeski can free up on offense, and he does.
Great pass, Satorski. And Kowanowski gets in on the act. He's so quick. 1.99 m. Some might say not the tallest for a middle blocker, but he's so quick.
Barrel-chested Kowanowski. Another great pass from Satorski. Proper out of the middle that time for Poland.
It's a free hit, isn't it? He's there. There's no reaction from the USA at all. Kaczmarek.
He's got a little bit of Mr. Bean in him, doesn't he?
He certainly does. Certainly looks like he's focused. Good ball, Shoji. Nicely done by DeFalco. Solid siding out.
That's what Shoji does for you right there, just absorbing those heaters from the Polish servers, keeping the USA offense in perfect rhythm right there. Nice job from the USA libero.
Oh, Smith, yes, it's flipper-dipper-tastic from DeFalco, but that's a good touch by Satorski. And a brilliant block, oh, huge throwdown. What a point.
I mean, that's what you're gonna get from Dave Smith right there. There's a look at the flipper to keep it alive, and that actually goes up in hittable position. Tip not high enough for the high-flying Max Holt. He slams it down, but Dave Smith with a scoop and a swing from the A ball.
That was some NBA-tastic there from Holt. Another good ball in. Another good piece of defense. I think it may have hit both Smith and Jeski, which is why it went back over. So advantage Poland, and they make sure of it.
Yeah, that's tremendous awareness from TJ. It did hit both defenders, I think, on this first one. I think we'll see the kill there from Slivka. The first one got both defenders, so had to go. TJ aware of that. Good job to give the USA a chance to reset.
Great pass again. The level of passing, Shoji and Satorski.
Yeah, again, those balls that are chipping off the tape, we've seen that wrong foot so many people, right? Because you kind of fall towards where the ball's going initially and then it changes direction. Shoji doing such a good job of maintaining just enough balance to pass those balls perfectly.
Oh, good touch, especially as he lost his footing. I don't think that's made it. It hasn't, unfortunately. The angle just ran away from Anderson.
Not time to pull out his protractor on that one, Matty Anderson.
And right now, it's Poland who are the leading scorers. Kaczmarek and Leon with 6, Slivka with 5, Bieniek with 5, Anderson with 5. But the score not particularly recognising. I mean, when you look at that 6-5, there's only one in it, and yet Poland have got 4 top scorers.
They're running an extremely balanced offense because they're handling the serves from the United States so well.
A rare mistake from Holt. Well, they say lightning never strikes in the same place twice. We don't expect him to hit another one out.
Yeah, that was an interesting connection. It kind of got Holt a little out front of where he was expecting that ball, I think. Couldn't quite get on top of it with his hand, maybe just barely missed wide.
Good leave. Is it in? Oh, it is in! It is an ace!
Wow. Kowanowski, how about the precision right there? Bisecting the sideline.
Yeah, I mean, that's one of them, so let's just be honest. Keep talking up, make sure, listen, right now it's about aces and seeds and such. Other than that, we gave up all those aces in the first set, we're still in 2 set. Like, we're playing good volleyball, just need to make sure we communicate a little bit more on those aces, okay? Hey, one right there. Hey.
Keep learning this team, keep learning. And when we got chances, let's attack them, huh? Let's go.
1, 2, 3,
like that, right? Coach Perron saying, aside from the few aces we've given up, we're right there. It's only a 3-point deficit, and Poland have been supernatural from the service line.
And not only that, the USA know that they've got the capability of doing that themselves from the serving line.
Indeed, yeah, just a little bit more focus. You know, sometimes it goes without saying almost, but you want to try and not give up aces, even if they're sky balls off your arms.
Well, they've changed the picture. 4 in on the pass now for Kojanowski. Nice touch that by Kaczmarek. Oh, Janusz and Leon not realizing they were both in the same place at the same time. Oh, it's still going! Third time lucky for the US? Yes, it is. He's even said out of the way. Janusz wasn't looking. They're both looking at the ball, aren't they?
Yeah, that's so difficult. Even in the wild equality jersey, it's hard to spot your guy when you're looking at the sky.
DeFalco. Oh, he's unlucky. If that's an inch higher, or 20 mil, 25 mil, it's over and dribbles down probably for a point.
Yeah, indeed. You know, it seems weird because we've seen a couple errors that we don't like to see, but that one's understandable. Good toss. You like what he's trying to do, just stroke it in, just barely misses on that one. That's an error you'll take if you're the USA.
Solid again.
That's just no regard for human life right there from Mr. Anderson.
No regard for the ball. But there's a really good economy of effort in what he does, isn't there?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, that's how you end up being able to do it at the level he's done it for so long.
Holt. This will have to go wide. Got a block. That was well within the Slivka hitting window, and you can't take your hands away like that, can you? I know you're trying to play maybe the percentages, or he thinks he's trying to go block out.
Yeah, Slivka does like to flatten it out and go for hands a lot, so maybe that's part of the scouting report, but that didn't seem like a circumstance to do it, did it?
No, it was a quick ball. He was coming in quick. Oh, yes. Well, we just went back to the 80s. We got a classic windmill through the middle.
We've seen that a couple times from Smith. He's just so creative up there, just elevates, gives his setter a big target, and then has a plethora of ways with which to kill the ball.
He does. So someone's been listening to Christensen then.
That's right. Took notes. Got my vocab lessons from Micah.
Anderson. Great pass. And I'll tell you what, we talk about Kurek, it's Kurek this, Kurek that, he's not playing. Kaczmarek's contact point is crazy high.
Yeah, in fact, so high that he turned and looked at his bench and said, was that over the top? Let's get a look. The hit very well might have been.
I think there might have been a net touch against the US. They're going to challenge for that. Certainly going up and down like a yo-yo was the net. Whether or not it was the ball that caught it as it went on that angle out, or whether or not it was the block, we're going to find out.
Real time, it didn't look like there was a touch, right? It looked like he went hard inside the block of Kaczmarek. Let's see if we get any admission from the Polish team.
Goodness, look at, he's above the height of the antenna, but I guess because of his body position, he can't get the angle he wants to get that down in the court.
Yeah, that's just an ever so slight miss. You know, we talk about the thin margins, and that's certainly a good example of it there.
Well, Michael Christensen was trying to tell the coach no, but it's just a little too late.
I think that's employed almost as a timeout of sorts to slow the rundown of Bieniek.
Well, do you know what? Some of the coaches I've talked to in the past sort of said, you know, a good coach calls a timeout before there's a problem. So that little break then, that challenge, that turned out to work well because it was right before Bieniek's serve. So they got off of that without a hitch.
Reminds me of a great Robert Redford line from the movie Spy Game. When did Noah build the ark? Before the rain. Before the rain.
Oh, wowee. Well, right now, Leon trying to put some dents in the woodwork here.
Surely I thought you were going to say raining down on the American defense.
And yeah, that too. Kaczmarek. Another tough one for Shoji to deal with. And then DeFalco deals with it. And it's a three-point game still.
That is smart, calculated aggression right there from DeFalco, going high, hard into the third closing block of Leon.
That was nice, but that was kind of shown because his elbow was in front, the hand was up from Kaczmarek. He was never going to be hitting this hard.
But I mean, he's done a tremendous job of showing a wide variety of shots. We've seen the slam tips, we've seen the hammers deep over the block, and that's just like a 70% shot underneath, chiseling the American blockers.
Nice touch, safe set. And then a quality set from Christensen. He's so tight to the net, and he still finds the middle.
How about the defense from the two opposites right there? Kaczmarek coming up with a dig on the first one, swinging hard cross court. Matty Anderson digging it perfectly. So perfect, in fact, they run the quick. Holt doing the business.
Still, though, it is Poland in the ascendancy, siding out for a 4-point advantage, and now Konos is going to go back and try and cause some more problems for the USA. Good touch, Bieniek. USA still in the rally. Still in the rally. Free ball though, Poland. And 3 front court attacking options. Well, by the time Kaczmarek hits it, he is in the front row. And it's another break point for Poland and trouble for the USA.
Just fantastic stuff. I mean, that started with a great serve from Kojanowski, handled perfectly by Jeski, but some great touches by the Polish block lead to that opportunity right there. Kaczmarek going off the top of Anderson, who had switched over to front opposite to opposite.
On the option until 5 feet, then it's off. Going thing, when it's off, you're sitting almost all goal balls on those balls on the net. They set it quick, no problem. Remember, zone 2, you have to stand and help. The option's only in zone 3. Zone 4, we front. So be loud and talk. Get on the same page. It's all boys. Get on the same page. 1, 2, 3.
Go.
Come on, talk.
That, I'll tell you what, that look then from Śliwka, I'm seeing that across all of the players for Poland every time they're at the serving line. There's a real statement of intent. You can see it, that they're not trying to not want to make an error. They're going out to play and to put pressure on. That's unlucky. Janusz really going to struggle when you're that far off the net.
Janusz almost jumping into defensive position 3 or 4 feet off the net. But this is interesting. Russell coming in for Jeski.
Well, we kind of alluded to it, didn't we, a little bit? Those -1% or -1 in the first set. Not really getting the passing going, a couple of hits, and so Russell's in. Is he ready to play? That's the question. Work to do here for Śliwka. He's going to be smart. Well, is Russell ready to play? Yes.
Yes, he is. He's got the stuff. I like that play from Śliwka, but his team either out of position or not quite ready to cover him there. I mean, clearly he's not trying to go for the kill there. He's trying to get that back, and it just finds a soft spot in the Polish coverage.
Good touch. It's going to stay in play. That's magnificent. Sensible. Poland come again, but they're in system. Brilliant dig, DeFalco. And the USA take the point, and DeFalco's defense was exquisite.
How about that? Scooping everything in position 6, and this is trouble for Poland right here if this is serious.
Well, we're all watching the ball. I think as Bieniek's come around to make the block, that he might have twisted something.
He's standing on the outside of that ankle.
He is. Well, he's got the ankle braces on, which kind of protect him. But what that tends to do, though, isn't it? If your ankle's not going to go, it's going to travel up, and it can affect your knee. Well, if you're squeamish, just look away, just in case.
That's me. I'm squeamish.
Oh, okay. No, he's just landed awkwardly. He's not touched anyone, and is straight away as he lands here. I mean, that's all good. He's just kind of straight. A little bit of a twist, and maybe it is his knee that's just bugging him as it travels up. So he's out for the moment. Huber's in, who came in the last game and did well, but right now the USA are on the comeback trail. DeFalco gets the ace and a timeout called.
You talked about the look on the faces of all the Polish players, but now with the US charging, let's see if they can maintain that good body language, because the US are indeed charging.
Is struggling with service.
Who is it at the service line for?
He's missing,
It's
so
DeFalco.
what he will do, he will go with the roll service. So watch out for the short ones. Okay, I'm not saying stay more in, but you have to expect that he will go with the roll.
They are keeping him in defense.
Oh, we talked about DeFalco at times being a bit of a renegade. We talked about what the players can do, but right now it's Mac once again with the renegade master.
Indeed it is.
To deliver. And he has done. But there is a middle option. Well read by Holt. Now who can have a swing? And who can cover? It was a good swing, it was a great block, and Poland get off the rotation and have the point.
How about that? None other than Norbert Huber coming in for the injured Bieniek, getting that vital stuff right there.
Well, he made a difference, didn't he, in the game against Japan? He came in, we almost didn't notice the fact he'd come in, but he played a big part. Great touch. DeFalco's hands across the court are fine. He wasn't interrupting play, he wasn't interfering with anybody in that sense, but Slivka's not made it, and the hustle from the US pays off for a side out.
Yeah, that's a big miss right there, because that would have been a huge break point for Poland after that sliding overhand dig from Zatorski, kicked it off.
It'll be Holtz. It's getting interesting now with 1 point in it. Slowly but surely, the USA have edged their way back into this set. Serving pressure has increased. Well played, Slivka. Where was that gap? It looked like it was a well-formed block.
I think that went inside the block from the lefty. I mean, that is a world-class swing right there. Missed on the previous chance to score the reel, but watch this one go inside Dave Smith and down.
It'll now be that man to serve. Good ball from Russell. And what we were talking about earlier, wasn't it? He sets up on that angle, he can go middle or cross, and if you leave him that angle, he'll do this.
Yeah, I think that's why he's so difficult to stop, because he deals with the wide parts of the court so well. We know he can come across his body, as you said, and hit it to that kind of 1-2 zone, but he can equally hit that one right there. So as a middle blocker, you have no idea what to do against him.
Smith against his former clubmate, Huber, when they were both at Zaxa. Huber's moved on for next season. Oh, that's a great ball. Good cover. Oh, good. Just brilliant. Anderson's like going to take it, and all of a sudden Shoji goes up, got it, and pops it up.
Well, we're going to see the set here, which is exquisite, but you mentioned it when it happened. The first ball that he played in on the high loopy ball off the USA block was perfection. Man, you just get the sense that all the pressure's on Poland right here. It's 18 apiece. It's level, but they've given up a pretty significant lead. And it feels like the USA are coming on at just the right time.
That's a great serve. This has to go wide again. Blocks ready. But now, as there always tends to be, perhaps a better chance. No, they can still get 3 on this. Great cover by Janusz. Prick up, Shoji, Anderson might get it. Unfortunately not. Brilliant hustle from Poland.
How about that coverage from the Polish team right there? A couple big stuffs on Leon for the United States. They cover, give themselves second and third opportunities. That one right there from Janusz. And then Slivka with a little magic. Zipping it to Kaczmarek on the right side.
Huber. Perfect pass. A little bit tight, but it doesn't matter. Russell uses the block. And we're back on level terms once again.
That's a nice little reprieve. A good serve from Huber, but not quite the serve of Bieniek.
Now that is an advantage for the USA, knowing that they haven't got to face that anymore, or at least not for the time being. Poland have got to face this serve from Russell, though. Oh, that was going out. Russell knew it.
So difficult, particularly on those quick attacks, to make that judgment in a split second, especially when you're right in that position. Oh, yeah, it's not like he tried to play that, just couldn't quite get his dome out of the way.
Great pickup by Zatorski, and Leon is overcooked it. And again, USA now, 2020. This is where it all gets going, doesn't it?
This dig right here, last second, keeps it off the floor. Perfect little dolphin dive from Zatorski. Oh, Leon. Lucky to hit his hand almost.
It'll be Smith to serve. Again, trying to make it difficult for Leon. That's a wonderful dig. Oh, it's a free swing to Falco. Janusz does well to get something on it. Break point, and now the USA have the lead.
Again, that's back-to-back rotations that Dave Smith's in and just makes perfect digs. How about that? Micah Christensen in rhythm, almost getting no block up for DeFalco on the pin.
Well, he could have caused some serious damage had he not put a little bit of a higher thumb on that. So Leon's gone out, Fornell's come in. No reason for Smith to change anything with what he's doing and where he's going with his serve. But he did.
He did. I agree with you. Kind of stay with what's been working for you. The short one, maybe a little too ambitious. But the USA have regained the advantage, and that if they side out, they're in the lead.
Bieniek having to look on. Hopefully he's going to be okay for the next set, as far as Poland are concerned.
Yeah, that's a big change right there, getting Huber and Fornell serving in succession as opposed to Bieniek and Leon.
Now Christensen. Lovely touch, good cover. It did hit the floor, despite the best efforts of Russell and Shoji.
Kaczmarek continues to be rock solid for Poland. And they need him right now. as they've gone a little quiet on the other pin.
Kowanowski. Fans on their feet here. It's not even set point yet. It's volleyball of the highest order. That goes either side of the passer, and it's probably going to be an ace. It's not, it's perfectly passed, and we have that outcome.
That's great help from Slivka, but Holt finding the edge. And how about what we've seen from Russell coming into this second set? Passing nothing but nails, blocking balls.
Nicely done by Huber, but it's still advantage USA, and they've got the chance here to get set point.
Indeed, yeah, Huber, so impressive offensively. I don't know if we've seen anyone touch him.
Ooh, tricky one. That was right up until Russell hit it. It goes a little bit quiet.
I was wondering if we were going to see that again from Janusz. We saw him get that ace into the 5 corner before. He tried it again, surprised Russell a little bit, but not enough.
It's quite fortunate, actually, because Kaczmarek makes a decent block, but it comes off the other Huber and then goes out. We're going to go past 25 points.
What does Slivka come up with from the end line here? He's kind of been driving in that float serve, but he can mix it up.
Touch by Zatorski. Free ball. And plenty of options. Oh, cut-tastic from Smith, and it's another set point for the USA.
Yeah, that was interesting. A little bit of a miss from Janusz here. I think this is a good enough touch to where he could have gotten this up to Fornal. Just a little too much backspin on it, and Fornal just has to go over with it, and then this is lights out for Dave Smith, going right to the tee, away from his body.
Has to go high and wide. 3 blockers waiting, 3 blockers pouncing, and 3 blockers getting the point. USA take the set, 26-24, and it is 1-1 here in Gdansk, but there's a challenge coming.
There's a challenge. I'm not sure. What are we challenging? Net touch?
No. Or maybe they'll have to, because there's nothing else they can challenge, because it was in. So if they are challenging net touch, which they are, 2 things they need to look at here. 1, was there a net touch? 2, did the net touch happen before the ball hit the floor?
Yeah, the ball was in the air for a long time, so it's unlikely. You see the...
Well, it's a classic, because the ball had hit the net in the rally, and then you see it going up and down. Immediately, you suddenly then twig, oh, net touch, net touch. So often, it doesn't get spotted during the rally.
Yeah, how about that comeback from the United States? Of course, yeah, it doesn't look like VNL's going to be coming back anytime soon, unfortunately. Pretty hobbled, and that could be a pretty critical component here. USA doing a nice job neutralizing Leon a little bit, forcing him out of the game, at least momentarily. But what a comeback by the United States. Great substitution as we look at the stats, yeah.
I mean, just incredible. They made 7 errors, but made it 4 more attacks. And they were getting the ball, weren't they? And off the back of that, it's the transition play. They were suddenly getting that ball, making some digs. DeFalco and Smith kept it alive, kept the ball in play, and gave them chances. What a game.
Yeah, Smith's such a versatile player out there. You don't often expect to just get dig after dig from your middle blocker.
You've been in these situations. For those people watching who don't know this, Rich Lambourne is an Olympic gold medalist from 2008 and also voted best libero. And twice voted best libero, because when did you get the other one? Was it when you won the World League?
07, 08.
There you go.
The standards were much, much lower back
No, they weren't. They were just the same. Just the ball was a different colour. That's all. And you changed ends after every set. With all that booing and whistling going on for Anderson, you've been in environments like that. How much of it do you take in, or is it a case of you just probably don't even notice it?
Yeah, I don't think you notice it a lot, and we kind of alluded to it at the top of the show. I think the energy is good for everybody involved, right? I think it almost provides more pressure, but we'll hear from Spiraw down there with Dave.
We certainly will, and a happy John Spiraw, I'd imagine. That was a great turnaround and a real good performance by your team in the second set.
Yeah, Aaron Russell, I was thinking our outside hitters weren't playing poorly, but just getting a little different look, could that give us a little bit more of an advantage? I wasn't even, early in that set, I wasn't even sure for who, but I knew I wanted to get him on the floor. Turned around, Thomas came in, TJ got a little bit hot, he got some kills, so I left him in, went with Ronnie for Thomas, and we're passing the ball a little bit better. We gave up too many aces in that first set.
Yeah, he comes in, makes a block with his very first play, and you're back in the game. What changes then in the third set? What are you looking to build on?
Well, I really want to keep preventing all these aces from happening. It's a huge impact in the match right now. And obviously, we got to do a better job on Kazmarek. So we'll talk tactics on that and see if we can pass the ball a little bit better.
Great game. Good luck.
Thanks.
Indeed. Well, that passing better might well be helped by the fact Bieniek isn't on the court, who caused a few problems. This is where this placement's been for Poland, going after more often on the front court swing, trying to get that gap between front court passer and the libero. And what I can tell you, as we quickly see what the USA have been doing, we can. I know that Dave's down and ready and waiting to have a chat with Nikola Grbic, and we can go to them right about now, I hope.
Thank you very much, Clayton. First thing, Coach, can you give us an update on the Bieniek injury? Will we see him again in this final?
I don't think so.
Okay, well that was short and a real shame because he's had a great tournament for you. We've got a real game on our hands now. USA have found a way back in. What are you going to build on to look to improve in the third set and retake the lead?
We have to go better in transition. We are not creating too many opportunities, but once that we are creating, we have to score better because we are creating but not scoring, and it's tough because they are a well-organized team. So,
any changes? Any new personnel on court for set number 3? We'll see. Okay, good luck. Good luck.
I need more of reception. Yeah.
Jeez.
Brilliant. So I could not laugh at that. He's so dry, and he just well done, Dave. He did well to get that out of him. Excellent.
He's the Greg Popovich of the volleyball coaching world. Just not keen to do in-game interviews. Yeah, 10,621 spectators.
There'd be more if it wasn't for us pesky commentators taking up a bit of space. They'd probably get another 1,000 in across the front here because they've just taken the seating back a tad. But incredible, absolutely incredible, and it just goes to show, right? So Polish volleyball, for those of you that are unaware, it's as big as football, maybe bigger, but this is the weirdly wonderful thing about it. All the volleyball clubs are in small towns and cities, but they regularly pack it out. And you get 10,000. You get the Spodek, I think it's maybe 8,000 in Katowice, and you've got Gliwice, which is a bigger again. So that's quite big. But it's just incredible to get these crowds. The fans love their volleyball, and they've been great crowds, not just for Poland, but also for all the teams that have been playing here this week.
Yeah, absolutely. Kind of going back to that question you had asked earlier, I think the energy just in general provides a lift for the United States. It can be tough when the home team is running well, but as you saw, once the U.S. starts charging back, that kind of energy vacuum almost spurs them on a little bit.
Set 3 underway. USA with the serve. It's 1 set apiece, and that is an excellent pass. What a great pickup. Oh, it's off the feet, but it doesn't stay in. And there was just a moment then for Poland, like, then they can enjoy it.
That was well seen by Zatorski to kind of stay engaged there, but again, yet another scoop from DeFalco. He is putting on a clinic defensively in position 6.
Well, we saw that replay then as well. That was off the floor and the ankle, so wouldn't have counted. Kaczmarek didn't get that.
And that's the exact play we heard Coach Grbic talking about in the brief interview he did with our colleague Dave Rogers. We've got to capitalize on the breakpoint opportunities that we're creating, and they failed to do so there.
Russell. Well, that's trouble. Well done, Fornal. He got in there, read that situation, but now maybe a better chance. And just behind the 3-meter line was Shoji, which is important because he's the libero. He's not allowed to volley the ball with his hands above his head or anywhere, I think. If he's in the 3-meter line, you'll know you were the libero. Yeah, look, he's well behind us. That's fine.
Well, one of those interesting rules, but it is absolute.
You can imagine it would just change the game completely, wouldn't it, if the libero could set from inside the 3-meter line. Nice.
Critical play for a couple reasons there for Poland. Not only does it get them back level instead of in a hole, but it's kind of the first time they've stopped Dave Smith at all. Kaczmarek gets back on a run.
This could well be another set where it kind of comes further to life when we get to 2020, if that is the case, unless someone gets a run. Oh, that's lovely. Again, the speed of the arm, Kołanowski.
Yeah, he pulls the trigger in a hurry. Great pass from Poland there, yeah. I agree that this could get crazy if we get to 20s, but man, you feel like USA are just a little bit more steady right now with a different lineup out there. Poland, not quite the same as they started this match. That's a nice block again from Kołanowski right there. And we talked about the depth of both of these rosters. It's going to come down to which substitutes can kind of come through for their squads right now, at least in this third set.
He almost got it past, did Kołanowski. But rather, almost got it past Kołanowski. Nice pass.
I like that from Fornal, just keeping it in right there, making the USA play. And Slivka almost coming up with a gem. You can see him kind of jump off the net a little bit, almost finds it, but it just evades him.
And what that shows us as well is the fact that the middles aren't running against the middles here. They're running them over the outside, over the wing blockers, either the setter or the four-hitter, which allows then the pipe to do that to a degree.
A little extra swagger on that celebration. I'm not sure what for was nicely run pipe. Kind of the same thing there, TJ, just a little bit late with the hands and off the net.
Oh, well, do you know what? He's got his hands above his head here. That ball contact was above the net, surely. I mean, Spritch, let's have a look. His hands are above the net. His hands are still above the net. To me, that's a block, but maybe it's the fact that he then pushed it on the net. Do you count it as one touch?
Yeah, that is brilliantly done by Christensen to show that he was going to try and play that ball until the very last moment. I think that's properly called because it did get a little sticky.
Okay, well then, yeah, so maybe the catch ball might have been a better shape. But what he was saying was it was the, so effectively he's saying the touch was below the height of the net, so it counts as one, and then he's played it again, which counted as two.
Credit to Torski for that. Perfect pass, keeps the Polish offense in rhythm, and Kaczmarek continues to be good, particularly in those in-system circumstances. Janusz again trying to go to that spin serve away.
Holtz. pickup. And again. Oh, that's really spinning.
I mean,
Kaczmarek.
what an unbelievable play all the way around. How about a couple one-arm spears from Anderson and DeFalco? DeFalco might have tweaked his neck a little bit laying out for that overpass swing by Kaczmarek. But this swing right here seals the deal for Poland. High and hard from your big opposite. Always a good thing for Poland.
He threaded the needle, didn't he? He was inside the block. He was inside the two defenders. Yeah, doesn't need a wake-up call. He's fine.
The super slow-mo cheek rattle is always fun to watch.
Miss hit from Russell.
But again, just to add to the list of kind of X factors you get out of a player like Dave Smith, the overhand perfect pass on a short serve right there. He's always been a very proactive, very aggressive player, particularly in those circumstances, and he is very good from a ball control standpoint.
Ooh, that one just stayed in the net for a while. It's a lovely ball. That's a great dig. Śliwka prowling deep beyond the baseline, and what a clever play from Kaczmarek. Yeah, look at the hand, look at the hand. Don't look at my eyes, not around my, look at the hand.
I mean, he is just feeling it right now. Kind of can do no wrong. That is a very difficult situation. And managing to get that off the left arm of Russell, very impressive. Huge for Poland.
Shame he didn't do that with both as he came past and get the jazz hands then, could you?
He was almost doing the bull dance, feeling the flow right there.
Keep talking it up, keep making sure, making sure we don't get frustrated so we continue to adapt. But strategy every single time. Mix it up or not, talk every single time, okay?
1, 2, 3,
Oh, the arena is bouncing.
I mean, it's a sight to behold, isn't it? It's fun to be able to be here and bathe in this energy.
Śliwka, watch his very unique big step. Then he goes for the swing. And he's got the overpass. Free ball, Poland. Points. Huber, 4-point lead for the Eagles.
And Huber, so good offensively. Ooh, that one a little bit fortunate, right through the arms of Dave Smith. Śliwka, good run to get Poland in front.
Here comes Mr. Anderson. Oh, he didn't quite get it right. So Poland have got a decent cushion.
Well, this is not even equal to the cushion they had in that second set, though, so they'd be wise to not feel too comfortable at this stage of the third set.
Great pass. And that is what we're seeing on both sides. When we get a good ball in like that, it's almost no chance for the opposition, right?
Well, and not only that, but we're seeing great serving from both sides and great passing, because that's a great serve from Huber. Shoji just sticks it.
Sometimes when you see that Anderson swing and then the Russell serve, the two serves, just where it looks like they might be trying to go a little put a little too much on it.
Well, that's why their performance yesterday was so impressive, because at times that can be the Achilles heel for the Americans.
Set. I don't think that caught any fingers.
I like it. I mean, that's a miss from Anderson, but I like everything about that play other than the result, of course, because that's a wonderful set from TJ. Anderson going up, knows he's got 3 big Polish blockers in front of him, trying to go high, trying to go hard.
Hey, we were at 13-9 in the first set. Okay, we were at 13-9 in the first set. We can come back in this one, okay? We're feeling good. Let's make it feel bad. Okay, let's make it feel bad. Yeah. There we go. Stay in it. Here we go. USA.
Got a long look at Shoji right there, yeah, and he is he's been very, very steady for his squad.
Fabulous atmosphere here, isn't it?
It's unbelievable. You get some grimy rock guitar.
Oh, you like it? You do a bit of head banging?
I don't know if I have the hair to kind of bounce along with me, but
Kaczmarek. Well, took 2 blockers, Dick Christensen, and then a bit of improv from DeFalco gets the point.
yeah, and again, just a bomb from Kaczmarek, and Shoji puts it right up on the net for his setter. And he went back of the hand. TJ likes to go to that flipper, and he does so in all kinds of circumstances and very well.
Well, that is the DeFalco, because I've never seen anybody else do that. But right now, Kaczmarek, we talked about Jeski filling in for Russell in the semis and also in the quarters, but right now, Kaczmarek filling in for Kurek, and he's doing a fantastic job.
And it's just crazy how when things are rolling your way, all the little bounces seem to fall for you.
Huge from Anderson yet again.
No fortunate bounces necessary there for Matty Anderson. He's just going to see this line open and annihilate it.
It's a free hit. No one's going to get near it. Christensen, strong rotation now for the US. That's clever.
That is class.
He's a go-to player. He's the top scorer, Kaczmarek. 16 points. DeFalco's, well, it's now 17. DeFalco's next best with 10.
The ability to not only do some of those slam tips, but that 60% shot right there, just keeping the U.S. defense on its toes.
Oh, I say, a little bit of afters from Matt Anderson as he hit that one. He gave them the sparrow, the stare down.
That's about all you're ever going to get out of Matt. Just one of the most kind of go about your business, good sportsman you'll ever want to meet. But he did give it a little extra look right there.
Another fast arm. Janusz booking an Uber, and it arrived ahead of time.
Yeah, credit Fornal right there with a perfect pass, feeding Huber, who again just seems impossible to stop at this point.
That's unlucky for Fornal. He just got slightly turned by the ball. Really difficult to keep his shoulders facing back towards the net.
Yeah, I mean, Fornal just happened to be standing there, but Russell was going to kill that ball the whole way, just elevating, going wide of Kaczmarek.
Rotation 1 for Poland off a Holt jump serve. They need to try and get off this quickly. I'll tell you what though, Janusz is a good 5 meters out of rotation by the time the ball is contacted, but that's allowed at this level. He wasn't stood out of there to start with. He was in the right spot for side out Poland.
Now, they're not watching too closely, but how about that angle? Wrist away right there for Slivka.
touch. Another chance for the US, another chance for Russell, but that was taken away with a monster block. Kaczmarek and Huber.
Yeah, the initial scoop to shovel it back over forced the United States to kind of reboot. And then Kaczmarek and Huber setting up the wall. Nice right arm right there from Kaczmarek.
He's done well, hasn't he? He's got his hand right into the head, which is where you want to go on that. That's going to be a double. Huber. Huber's doing what? What? It's fine. It's just he's doing more of an impression as if he's set up some nightclub.
In all reality, that is the correct call, but is it possible that Huber lifted it that quickly? I don't think so.
Is he calling for a catch ball, did he? Yeah. I would have called him for a double. Here we go, Anderson. Now Poland have got some work to do. Oh yes, Fornal made that a formality.
That is just a classy swing right there. He's not in a good position to try and kill it, so he goes into the high part of the block, manages to find a little crack between Russell and Smith, gets the fortunate bounce. That one sails wide from Anderson. Again, a good pass from Shoji to fight off the tough serve from Huber.
It's not like the USA are playing badly, but what we're seeing now is each error is almost being exacerbated, and it's suddenly a glaring problem. So why we've got a 7-point lead, and I guess as well when we look at that, that's not caught anyone. The ball's already behind the hand of the middle blocker. Poland aren't making any errors. Improvisation, but another chance here for Poland. Fornal almost bursting that cross court. There's going to be trouble. Simonovic is going to sort. No, he's not going to go to a card straight away, surely. No.
There are some extra long looks. I don't know if it's the familiarity of these guys playing.
So my understanding of the rules are that you have to turn away to celebrate, right? But there was no celebration. So technically, I know all you referees out there, please don't scream at me from wherever you are, but do you need to turn away at all? I can now be setting up for block, in theory, right? I can stand there because we're about to serve and I'm ready to block.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty easy to discern when there's a little extra chirping going on, though. And we're all giving some extra long looks. We even saw Matt Anderson give an extra nanosecond of a look, which is out of character for him. So you know there's some heightened emotions going on between these two squads.
And there's some changes as well. Muaga Tutia has come on, Avril has come on, and so too has Jeski. A little bit of luck for the US. But it doesn't stop Poland taking the point. They are getting close to a 2-1 lead here. Difficult to see how it's going to be changed. Hence, those changes maybe by Speror to give his players a bit of a breather.
Yeah, indeed. I think that's what's happening here. Just, I mean, at 22-13, it's pretty well out of hand for the United States. So let your guys rest their legs a little bit and get ready for the all-important fourth set.
Well, do you know what? That goes to show you just how similar they look, because I hadn't even realised that Matt Anderson was on, who suddenly transformed into Haynes in the opposite.
You thought Matt had just put on 20 kilos between the last swing.
Well, he wasn't there a long way away. My eyes aren't great.
Yeah, at 210, Haynes is a big boy, Jake Haynes.
There you go, so another change, and it is Micah has come in, so it's an entire change bar the libero for the US.
Lovingly dubbed Fred by our colleague Dave Rogers. Ma'a, tremendous athlete out there.
Well, that's great. And look, this is important for these guys that are on court. They're not the cannon fodder here. If they could turn this around, that would be something special. And why not get up and get yourself a stuff block to come on?
Go ahead, Freddie. Micah Ma'a, just perfect position right there, sealing that antenna, pressing straight over.
Serve Jeski. Play on. And that's well played because Janusz had to handle that. And now they've got a chance of sorts. Trying to come up with a point. Oh, I say. Oh, it hit the floor. Catch Marek.
So now you've got a circumstance, Clay, where we talked about this set kind of being a formality, that it was over. Well, you can't let off the throttle too much because it's not kind of a switch that you can flip on and off willy-nilly, right?
No, it's not as if the USA have just decided to put their Sunday League team out, is it? I mean, these guys are here because they're competing for a place in the starting six, and they come on and they have roles to do and they can perform, and they're world-class athletes. So you're absolutely right. Poland, this is by no means done.
That'll help, but you just got to keep your mindset right going into the fourth. Because what I mean by it's not a switch is you can't just kind of cruise to the finish line and automatically expect to find the gear you need to close out a match. You've got to stay on it and sort of please the volley gods. You can't anger them, Clay.
Oh, well played. Kaczmarek's having the match of his Polish career, you feel here right now. And it's now set point.
That's a nice recovery for Poland there. Great awareness from Kaczmarek being in there for the Ma'a dump.
Good ball from Nwaga to Tia. And well played. Had to find an angle from near his armpit then, Avril. Saves set point.
That was a little external rotation or whatever you like on the shoulder of Taylor Avril right there, just whipping it over the top.
It will be Avril the serve.
Look for him to go after this hybrid right here.
He's done it, an ace from Avril.
I'll say I called that. That's a great serve from Avril right there. Nothing to lose here as you're facing a bevy of set points for Poland. Stay aggressive back there, kid.
This for the set. Play on, keep the ball flying and all that. Oh, that's a foot fault from Haynes, and it is all over now. Poland take set three. They lead by 2-1. What a game.
Yeah, gritty performance for Poland right there because they had to go to their bench a little bit. Leon was a little bit out of form. Bieniek, as we discussed, kind of tweaked his ankle a little bit, so he was out. But Huber coming in big for his squad, as was Fornal on the outside. He was tremendous.
Well, look at the stats here. And whilst you're having a look at the stats, I'm just going to have a quick look at the stats vault that Dave's been diving into.
Okay.
And bring us some information. And
again, we saw it pretty level as far as opponent errors. Pretty clean match from both teams. But again, the discrepancy in attacks means that Poland were able to generate more of those scoring opportunities. And like Coach Gerbich wanted, they capitalized on most of them throughout that third set.
Poland doing it 3-1 in the group stages. In 2019, Poland 3-2 USA. 2018, USA 3-0. So some cracking matches between these teams, and you can never really say who's going to win. And as we look at receiver accuracy here, we're over 90% in the target zone, mid-zone, which means there's constant pressure being put on the US.
Indeed, and a little bit of a slip in the service pressure, I think, in that third set from the United States. And so Poland were particularly good in reception, but USA need to make their serves at a little bit of a higher level here in this fourth set if they hope to level this match. Red, this should be interesting. No surprise, Poland staying with who finished there. Fornal, Huber, been big off the bench for Poland. And interestingly, for the United States, Russell's going to start this one as well. So they'll start how they started the third set as well. DeFalco and Russell on the pin. Holt and Smith in the middle, and Anderson and Christensen.
Kaczmarek +5 in that last set. That's wonderful. Kowanowski +3. Fornal and Huber all in plus figures. Aaron Russell though -4, and also Thomas Jeske. So your outside hitters really not performing at the moment for the USA. So a toughie.
Yeah, that was just a little bit of a tough set for Russell there, but Poland really did a nice job defensively, particularly at converting their transition opportunities like Coach Gerbich wanted.
Away we go then with the fourth set. That's a fabulous save. And it's a free ball for Poland, 4 attacking options. Oh, this time Anderson can't replicate what was being done by DeFalco, and so Poland have the points.
I like that energy from the United States, though. Don't give it up easy. Great play right there from Shoji to keep the ball alive, force Poland to earn it with the second effort right there. Those kind of effort plays you feel like will hopefully pay dividends as this fourth set goes along for the United States.
Śliwka. That's a rare mistake for Anderson.
See just a couple of those creep in for Maddie. Kind of second half of that third set, and then here early in the fourth.
Oh, it's a bit tight, but now it's going to be free ball. Great save. Again, I tell you what, Janusz is just going to keep going middle until USA can do something about it.
They've slowed down Huber a couple times, but they have yet to stop him. And so Janusz wisely just keeps feeding him. Keep feeding the beast until he stops eating.
Nicely done by DeFalco. USA on the board.
Good tempo there, good pass from Russell. Śliwka doing a nice job of making it tough on the U.S. receivers because he can hit that spin serve, he can flatten it out. And we've talked about how difficult that is because your positioning as a receiver different on both of those serves.
Oh, a cracking serve. So back catch any fingers? No. So no admission from DeFalco just yet. They're going to go to challenge. Is there one coming? And now Holt's admitted to it. So there we have it. Green card for the USA, which is a fair play card. They eventually showed some sporting spirit by because they were going to get banged out. But
it's going to be interesting to see who ends up taking that green card extra prize at the end, because it's hard for us to track.
It really is. I think the USA might be in the lead for that. That's a really good pickup by Huber. That looked a little bit catch and throw, but the referee's keeping the level. And so there's no arguments from the USA.
And that was a phenomenal dig right here from Huber, just rolling in and scooping with the paddles up. Have a look at this though. At full extension, I feel like it's hard to lift the ball. With my arms at full extension, how do I lift, right? So I think that's a great play from Fornal.
Timeout, USA.
Hey, you come back in the game, hey. You come back in the game. All together, hey. You come back, hey. Let's go. Micah. Yeah, let's go. Start to the side out after. Yeah, we're system. We touch one ball and we create opportunity. Yeah, but we believe. Yeah, we believe. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. USA.
Hey, trust we're going to find it. We're going to find it.
Well, that's interesting. Sparrow not having anything to say, letting Mr. Weber have a chat.
So look at another perfect pass from Shoji. Just great flexibility and contact on the ball.
Oh, that's great. That super slow-mo is magnificent. That with a bit of Worlds Collide music underneath it. That'd be a social moment. The play from Anderson.
Rattling the block of Poland there. Riding the ship right there. Maddie will be looking to find another gear here in this fourth. It's a good swing.
Tell you what, when you look at, so here's a question. There's a dream team to be assembled after this and an MVP. Where are we looking?
Well, I mean, it's going to depend on who ends up winning this match,
yes.
right? I don't want to get into that too quickly, right? But I mean, as far as the dream team goes, you'd have to think Kaczmarek finds his way on there. And if Poland end up taking this, he's got to be your MVP.
Well, he's certainly playing like it, isn't he? He's doing amazing. That's a great touch in the block. Ooh. He's got that off Anderson and away, and everything seems to be going Poland's way here.
And it's just tremendous control of that hand and that wrist for Kaczmarek, because realistically, I don't think he's the highest of flyers. Let's take a look at this one right here. It's not like we're seeing him head and shoulders above the net like we see some of these guys, but he gets to that ball in such great hitting position, controls his arm and controls his hands so well.
Well, it's another fabulous statistic. The last time the USA beat Poland 3-2 was the World League in June 2015. USA coming back from 2-1 behind.
They've got a long way to go here as they find themselves in an early hole, but we've seen them climb out of one already tonight. They'd love to be able to do it again here.
The ball has landed. Fornal going full-on samba with that one as he limbos under the net, keeps his toes up, and he was almost Michael Jackson-esque here as well. Look at it.
I mean, this is wild body control, and then just kind of it all.
Oh, that's a foot fault.
The flop to the floor.
There's definitely a foot fault there, okay, with his right foot. The question is whether that might have been worth a challenge from the USA, because that ball may not have hit the floor. Well played, Anderson. Just quickly going back to the last time USA beat Poland in that World League. They went, then later on in that tournament, USA then beat Poland 3-0 to claim the bronze medal. Both these teams have yet to win a VNL gold. And it's looking like right now, Poland putting themselves in the lead for that. And it's up to the USA to try and get back into it. Right now, it's not happening. They're keeping this 5-point advantage.
Yeah, that's just great stuff from Zatorski right there as well. Slivka obviously with the kill there high off of Anderson's hands, but Zatorski neutralizes a tremendous serve from Averill.
Kownowski back to the serving line. He's got 6 points so far. That's a great serve from him. The block works, and Poland extend their lead. This is magnificent.
Another bomb from Kownowski. sets up this three-man block. Slivka and Huber both do the honors.
Well, there's a little look then from Anderson. What, me? The answer's yes. I think this is just to maybe get off this rotation. 4 in the pass. Well, that's an interesting one.
Indeed it is.
Oh, well watched by Slivka. Oh, well finished by him too.
That is tremendous stuff. We saw Micah Christensen be successful with that kind of hold your hand up, pull it away late move earlier. Slivka saw that beautifully, then chops it off inside the block.
He's full of confidence. He's full of points for his team right now. He's up to third with 10. Kolanowski once again.
Upset with himself there. He showed a little bit of discretion on the prior serve. Just kind of kept it in on the Americans. Tried to go back to the whip right there and ended up with a little too much heat on it.
Right now, Poland seem invincible, don't they?
They do indeed. Fornal with yet another good pass, and Slivka has found that extra gear. He seems untouchable on that left side right now.
A good improvisation from Smith. Oh, he's done it again. This time he beats 3 blockers.
Kind of one of those modes right now where Poland can do no wrong and USA can seemingly do no right. A little bit of a misconnection between Christensen and Smith give Poland the opportunity. Slivka finding some unbelievable angles.
In the middle of the court as much as we can and use that. Okay, so on that one, Tommy can step in, TJ can step back, or receive with forward. Just get in the middle of the court more. Okay. Hey, keep pushing. Yeah. Hey, keep pushing. Fight every point here. One at a time. 1, 2, 3.
Just looking at the VNL since 2018 for both of these teams, USA went 3-2-7-2, and for Poland they went 5-3-2-3. For one of these teams, it's going to be a gold medal. Janusz with the serve. Goodness me, what a hit from DeFalco. I think he enjoyed that.
Yeah, and the tone of the chirping a little more friendly on this one. You can see him, no block in front. He's gonna hammer this, and look at Zatorsky like, hey, where were you on the line, buddy?
Slivka's just waiting to pull the trigger. Just have a look at the way he sets his arm for this. This is incredible.
And he's making his case for potential MVP if Poland close the deal here. He has been on fire for his squad and put together serving runs seemingly every time he's back at the line.
That's well played, Christensen, and very well played by DeFalco to caress that off the hands.
That's just Cage right there, smooth off the top of the block.
What are you saying? He's a smooth operator.
He's a smooth operator.
Here comes Smith. Well played for now.
How about that?
Well, hello. It looked like it was outside the antenna. USA, Poland might challenge this, I think. We're friends. It's all right. Yeah, we don't. Oh, it's landed in, but I guess it can't go outside the antenna and not land in.
Yeah, that's...
It could go over the top of the antenna, mind, in which case it would be out before it hits the floor and doesn't matter.
Yeah, but from the inside of the court where Dave Smith was standing, for it to land on that spot, it's physically impossible for it to go wide of the antenna.
So what are you telling me? Basic physics?
Basic physics.
Thanks.
And clearly our up ref was all over the basic laws of physics on that play properly.
So a bit of a comeback, and so Poland, sensing a bit of danger, called the timeout.
It's a good timeout. It's kind of the first chink in the offensive armor from Huber as we see him
We
miss that
cannot
one.
win 2 points at a time. Understand? We have to have patience. Okay. Now don't rush. Don't rush. Now, they don't have opposite. So if Jashka is receiving, Russell will go back. If DeFalco is receiving, okay, so watch out. It's not like it's not like they will not attack from the back. But if we help, we do the same thing. You come late, press over, and he defends.
I've been a huge fan. That's one of my favorite parts of this whole VNL is the timeouts from Coach Gerbich. It's so kind of stern, matter of fact, but there's not like this elevation of agitation at all, right? It's just very serious and to the point, and it's a lot of game management stuff. It's very little tactical stuff. It's like, you know, keep the pressure on. We can't win 2 points at a time, he said there.
Oh, yes. That is outside hitting. 1-0-1. That's exactly what you got to do in that situation. Thumb up, spin it to the line.
I don't know if Fornal is, you know, pitching later for the Yankees or something. We haven't seen him swing hard at a ball. He's saving that shoulder, but man, he's masterful with those shots.
Maybe waiting for a bouncer on match point if it carries on like this. They switch things up, so Russell's kind of playing as the opposite. And it's working.
That's a nice swing from Russell right there. Fornal up on him big, but Russell finding hard cross court. Right into the chest of Janusz.
Said Jeski's going to go and block at 2. Oh, it's an ace! No, it's not. It didn't make it. Thought it was an ace for a second.
Kaczmarek been surprisingly quiet the last few points. They haven't needed him. It's been the Slivka show, but he'll be back at the line here.
21 points already. Won't be adding to it for the moment.
Poland have to be careful. Obviously, a somewhat comfortable 5-point lead, but there's still quite a ways to go here.
Good serve. And now the USA get the better of Kaczmarek. That's a great block. Started with the DeFalco serve.
Indeed it did, yeah. Got Polish reception out of sorts a little bit. Kaczmarek hoping that everything was going to bounce his way. Not to be on that one. This is not far off from where we saw the United States come back from in set number 2. That has to give them a little bit of hope.
Well, it's never over until it's over. Again, more pressure stops the middle running. Excellent blocking by the USA to bring up transition. Oh, Zatorski soaking that up from his Rezhov clubmate. Oh, indeed. Wow, what a block.
I mean, what do we highlight first in that play? The set from Slivka from 45 feet away to perfect position for Fornal, who makes a great shot just to keep it in, or that right there, Kołanowski shutting down that pipe from TJ DeFalco.
Kołanowski with a fabulous block. Another chance for Poland. Another chance for Slivka. Oh, yes, it's a block for the USA.
Well, huge blocks on both sides here. You feel like that might have put the final nail in almost for Poland had Slivka put that one away. USA with a little bit of energy on their side.
That's not made it. Clever play from Russell. And even cleverer from Russell.
Yeah, that's a great set from Micah Christensen, too. It seemed like everything had to come to the USA right side to Jeschke, but he just zipped it back to Russell, who goes high and hard off of Huber there. Really nicely done.
Kaczmarek back to business.
He's giving love to his bench every single time, isn't he?
You know, they're giving the love right back at him. And so too are the fans.
He's just finding tremendous angles from all over the court.
Not to be Piano, she's got his offense to organize now. And Russell goes back to serve. Needs to get a bit of a hustle on, does Russell, if he can. Try and make it tricky for Poland. Oh, he's so close.
Poland seemed confident in that out call, but there's always that moment of trepidation, isn't there? Ever so close. I like how we both lean into the monitor.
Exactly. It'll be Slivka. That one's not far away.
And again, Poland have to be a little bit careful here, getting loose with their serves the last few rotations. If the Americans can get one or two here, you feel like Poland are going to feel the pressure to close.
I tell you what, it's just turning into a battle now, isn't it? They're just going after each other here. Tough serves, getting the ball, high swings.
I mean, this guy's been a magician. I don't know that I've ever seen the wipe inward go down like that. Usually you're wiping off the outside hands of the block. I mean, that is just classy and perfectly executed right there from Kaczmarek.
Especially with no Shoji on the court and Christensen into block, big space, and he's played it perfectly. Huber now back to serve. Poland are 4 away from glory. Make that 3 away. Huber with the ace.
Huber with the swagger after that ace, too. I think he almost did the Conor McGregor walk on that one.
Well, such was that precision shot from what can only describe as bobbly swagger. For those of you that may have seen
15
the film.
kilometers an hour, but perfectly placed.
Fantastic. Nicely done by DeFalco. They're still in it, the USA, but it's all about Poland's side-out game here. 3 side-outs. That's all they need.
Can you find 3 side-outs if you're Poland?
There's a chance here for the US. Taken by Jeschke, so 1 back. They're still 4 behind.
Nowhere near dire straits yet for Poland, but you don't want to give away another one here.
That's one of them.
I mean, how does he see it? How does he see those little gaps, Kaczmarek? He seems to find that middle blocker late and a little bit away from the net. He just takes a little pace off and sneaks it underneath. Just perfectly. Even gets Avril kind of in the chin right there.
Leon on, blocking substitution for Janusz. Satorski might pop this up if it goes high middle, if they can transition it. They don't need to. Kaczmarek with the ace, and now Poland have match ball.
How about that? I mean, I don't know if I've ever seen anyone be completely in the zone for 4 straight sets. Kaczmarek is putting on a show.
Kaczmarek with the serve. It's well dealt with. Oh, the USA are scrambling. And they've done it. Poland come up with a block, and they come up with the victory. It's gold for Poland. What a win. What a performance. What a VNL.
Unbelievable stuff, and that's exactly what you want when you decide to host the VNL finals, is to see your team atop the podium, and that's what the Polish fans have been treated to here. Unbelievable stuff.
Oh, that's nice to see. 2 coaches